Hello my Facebook friends and gems. I just wanted to do this quick little Facebook Live, and there are so many people that are reaching out to me right now, and there are so many things that are going on. Everything from, health issues to job related issues to potential reloads to people who've lost their jobs to people who are in the midst of having just found out that they're facing a divorce to there's just a lot of energy movement that's going around. And so every now and then, or actually more often than not, I will hear people say that, they're going to wait. And to which I tell them, don't wait, create. And they're like, what? I go, yes, exactly that. Do you want to put on more weight and get heavy? And I don't just mean physically heavy. Do you want to get energetically heavy? Or do you want to lighten the burden and move forward? And so I tell them to create. Now, what do I mean when I say to create? All I mean is that you need to get still, become quiet. You're going to be alert and awake, but relaxed. And then when you go into your meditative state, imagine and visualize the end result, not the progress that you have to make in order to get to what it is that you want. Because if you focus on that, then you're telling your body that you want to be in the want mode. You don't want to be in the want mode. You want to be in enjoying and reveling and basking in the glorious creation that you've made and the things that you've manifested, so that you get the inspired notions, the hits of intuition, that intuitive click that will move you in the direction of where it is that you need to go, so that you get what it is that you're wanting as your end goal. So you have to focus on the end game. So in a nutshell, that's my message to you right now. This is not a long YouTube video. I just wanted to share with you those points of insight that you shouldn't wait. In fact, you coulda, shoulda, whatever you wanted. It's like shoulda, coulda, you know how it goes. What I'm really trying to say is don't wait, create, and allow yourself, give yourself permission to want to have what it is that you want, and even see yourself beyond. I'm going to share with you a little insight that I had as I was watching this particular YouTube channel, and this guy he was facing potential non-renewal of his network, not having a renewal for a series, and he was doing episode 13, and it wasn't sure that they were going to get another episode approved. And so what he did was, this was 5 years ago, and he's grown leaps and bounds since then. But what he did was, instead of seeing himself making the deal where he would do another episode, he saw himself shaking on the deal and having people congratulate him that he got 30 more episodes basically bought by Netflix. And guess what happened? Yeah, you guessed right. He leapfrogged in front of everybody. No one gets a 30 season or a 30 episode deal bought in advance in that manner, but he did. He followed the steps. Instead of waiting, he decided to create. He didn't wait, he creates. And so it was really funny, because in the interview he actually mentioned Joey Dispenza, who is one of his mentors, and he's been mentored by him for, it sounds like, about 10 years. So the thing is that in the last 5 years, he has created so many companies. I believe he has the better part of 10 companies separate from his TV production company, which is doing spectacular. He has all these other companies that he created basically using the same philosophy, the same methodology, which is basically Dr. Joe's, he's used Dr. Joe's formula. He has really become very disciplined with it, which at the beginning he said he wasn't disciplined, which is most of us. None of us are disciplined at anything when we first start. The thing is to start. And then he started applying it in all areas of his life, not only in his business life, but in his romantic life. He met the love of his life, and he's married there. He has put his family life, they've got 2 kids now. He put it also for his family life, so that his wife is always satisfied that she has plenty of time with him. I think he reduced his work week time. His goal is to go down to 15% of his time goes towards managing his work. And he basically systemized and then optimized everything to simplify everything, so that he's maximizing his time, energy, and effort. And so things that don't give him energy, he doesn't do, he delegates it. And then things that give him energy, that's where he spends his time, is with things that give him energy. And I thought, wow, what a keeper. I mean, I learned more in that episode than I can say. And I'm about a growth mindset, about as a human, I want to always be moving forward and getting better at my craft, getting better at what I do, what I share, my private clients that I guide, which probably in the next year I will probably figure out a way to systemize and optimize that so I don't have people on a wait list I really don't like wait lists. It's kind of a heavy thing because I feel the obligation of getting to those people, and I inevitably, even though I don't have anybody else that I'm adding to the wait list, I inevitably add somebody, you know, for whatever reason. And the point in case being, it's like I know that people are in need of being guided, and so I don't like to keep them waiting. So I'm trying to figure out a way to scale that and optimize it and still give the highest value, you know, to the individual so that they receive the healing and the guidance that they're seeking. And a lot of people are having a great deal of depression, anxiety, panic attacks, nervous disorders, other, you know, disease manifestations. Some people, you know, one thing that I've come to realize over the last year, that the human brain, whether you have a bullet in your head, or you have a tumor in your head, or you have any other unwanted, let's say Alzheimer's, dementia, any other nervous disorder inside your actual physical brain. You know, let's say you were a stroke victim. The human brain doesn't care what that foreign agent is. It sees it as a foreign obstruction, and so it will respond in kind. And that's why it doesn't matter, you know, I have had people, if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see, I had somebody who still, to this day, has a bullet in her head, and we recovered her memory in one session. If you lost all of your memories, let's say all your childhood memories, what would you give? How much would you pay for something like that? If you had a brain tumor that totally took away your ability to do all sorts of things, what would you give? What would you pay? What would that be worth to you? Only you can answer that. So my realization as someone who guides these people with these intuit-cognizant practices and neurosomatic practices that I do in a very specific manner. It's always customized to each person. No two are ever alike. This has become more and more apparent to me. And part of it is with the volumes of people that you guide and that you're exposed to, you start to see repeating patterns. And so things become more clear, more obvious. Of course, there's a greater deal of meditation that is taking place, and you know, you are enlightened where you have more ahas more frequently and you start to connect the dots. It really is a beautiful thing. So that's it. That's all I wanted to share with you right now. Thank you so much for tuning in, tapping in, turning on. Here we are in beautiful Huntington Beach, California. We're getting ready for the air show. I had to wait a little bit later today because we have the Blue Angels and the Blue Hornets, and the air show is starting tomorrow, which is Friday. And so it's been a lot of loud, thundering rocket, you know, air devices that are flying in the air, which is very exciting, but is not conducive for doing a recording like this. So that's it. Thank you for tuning in, tapping in, turning on to Love and Money Secrets TV. Oh, one more thing. Make sure you like this video, share it with someone that you think that will benefit from the value that I provide in this video. If you have questions, comments, concerns, be sure to put them in the comments below. I respond to everybody to the best of my ability. And last but not least, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time a new video goes up. Let me know if you like our new 4-part series. You can check that out on the main page for Love and Money Secrets TV. That's it, my friends and gems. Ciao for now. You're still here? Me too. Bye.